everybody, welcome to Dummies and Dragons, a D&D podcast that pairs two relatively experienced adventurers with me, a dungeon master who has never played the game. So we're going to start off with a little recap because it's been a while since we all got together. So I'm going to tell you guys where you are in the story.
Okay.
If you remember correctly, when we started, you were in a boat covered in fish, and it's kind of gross. Sorry about that. But it's okay because you got to a nice house, you had a nice bath, you got some new clothes, got your gear back, and that was all thanks to Madame Ravel, who is a Ganassi. I think I looked it up actually because we couldn't remember the name of it last time.
The air elemental person.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That thing. And her loyal manservant Bulbage. Now those two are the only voices I can remember. So we're gonna have some fun with that.
Okay.
And then you were basically, I wouldn't say forced or blackmailed.
I would definitely say both those things.
Definitely, yeah.
But you now work for Madame Ravel, and her kind of goods retrieval agency. It's sort of a detective agency, but it specializes in missing things. Okay. So your first case is with Wexel's Wonderful Wesselers.
Yep.
Yes.
Can't say it 10 times fast.
I do remember there being a speech impediment involved.
Yes, which we'll see if I do that again. I don't know yet. Yes, right. You have arrived at the wrestling tent, the main tent, and you have met a couple of the wrestlers. You have met... Let's find out who you met. You have met a dwarf and a halfling, if I remember correctly. Yes, so Lucy is the halfling, and the dwarf is called something else.
The dwarf definitely has a name.
Lottie. The
Lottie.
dwarf is called Lottie. Lottie and Lucy are the first two wrestlers you have met. Oh, apart from the two that hired you, who were Rowinka and, again, a different name. Paga.
What race were they? I can't remember.
So Paga and Rowinka are both orcs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're big girls. Whereas Lottie and Lucy kind of look just more like normal people. Rowinka and Paga definitely look like wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like, they are toned. And yeah, you've just investigated Wexel's office. We'll say office, his little private tent. And I think so far the clues you found involve... Oh, I can't remember. Sweet wrappers you found.
And wasn't it also you would have to know where the safe was because it was disguised? Yes,
the safe was had the thingy magic, illusionary magic.
Nice.
On it to disguise it. Check out that terminology. Right. So, do you guys want to give a little reminder of who your characters are?
Okay.
Yeah.
I go by Flint. I'm a bard. Currently, the only instrument I have on hand is a very rusty horn that I was gifted very kindly, as everything else was lost at sea. Yeah, I'm a tiefling, so I've got horns and I'm pretty damn tall. And if I remember correctly, I scared the crap out of were they kobolds that were trying to get in?
They were kobolds, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
When they tried to get into the house belonging to the reclaiming people, we kicked open the door and I scared the crap out of them.
I thought I scared them.
No, he went all like demon mode and was like, "Ah!"
I started shouting.
Okay.
I started shouting something stupid at them in Infernal because I assumed they wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, because you guys didn't want to kill them because you're both good people.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic.
I have you know.
So I think, you knocked one of them unconscious.
Did we rob him? I can't remember if we robbed him.
I think we probably would have robbed him. Yeah, that doesn't.
That explains why Emily has more gold than me.
Oh, probably.
You've got 25
Completely
gold.
broke up there. I have no idea what you just said.
She said it explains why that you have more gold than I do.
That was just because I was from a noble upbringing. That was
Yeah, but
something
you
else.
lost everything.
Yeah, I know, but it's still on the character sheet, I think. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've got from nobility written down here,
Yep.
and your certificate of pedigree.
Yes, yeah, to prove that
Like,
I am from
what are you?
nobility.
Dog.
No, I am a half elf, actually, named Katya. Katya Corvid. But yeah.
Do you want to tell us
Segue.
more about yourself, Emily?
Yeah, I'm Katya Corvid. I am a half elf from nobility originally, but then something happened in my life and we fell from grace, and now we're poor, and because of that I'm a bit of a rogue and I like to go around stealing things if they're shiny. And yeah, that's me.
You. That's our Katya.
Yep.
When I wrote down your character sheet, I kept on nearly writing my name.
Katia.
Katie. No.
Reflex. Okay, anyway, shall we begin?
Let's begin.
I can't remember how to play D&D, so it's gonna be great.
I think we were going to the living quarters. That was the last thing we finished on. I can't remember.
Yes, you were gonna. The last page I've got you on is deciding where to go. So, living quarters works for me.
Oh, what were the options again? Just so we can.
You've got to go back to the main tent and have another look around for any clues. Investigate the dining tent, or investigate the performers' quarters.
I think performers' quarters is probably the best bet.
Yeah.
Are we in agreement?
Yeah.
Okay, so far you have investigated Wexel's office and the outside of the tent.
Yep.
Keeping it updated. Okay. So, okay. I had an order in my brain when I first wrote this. But we've gone off piece before, it's fine. So as you enter the living quarters, it's a little bit messy. It's not military standard. All the beds are kind of jumbled. There are different quilts on each bed. People look like they've bought stuff from their hometowns into the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one big tent where they all sleep in then? Okay.
It's like a school hall size, a primary school hall. So It's not huge, but it's pretty spacious. Considering there's about I can't remember how many wrestlers there are. I think it's 8. Maybe. Yeah. It's an even number because they're all in pairs.
Like dance partners.
Yeah, you got to have a heel and a hero.
Oh.
Heel is definitely a term. I don't know what the other one is.
Heel is a term.
Yeah.
I watched Glow. Okay. So you enter this tent and it's low ceilinged. There are they've made it more homely, so they've kind of put scarves and things hanging from the ropes. Each bed has a storage trunk at the foot of it. Most of them are locked. A couple of them have got so much stuff in they don't close properly, so they're just kind of there. So it looks like everyone who works here as a wrestler is very free. Like they're not very suspicious of each other. They're pretty friendly. Like I said, it's pretty lived in. It isn't immaculate.
Okay. Is there anyone actually in the tent with us?
At the moment, there isn't. No.
Oh, excellent.
Empty. So people must be either in the main tent or they're getting food. It's around lunchtime, so.
Just to clarify, it's just Catcher and Flint.
Yes.
Okay.
And me, the omniscient narrator.
I think we should very, very quickly The trunks that are
loot
there, can
the
we...
entire place.
I wasn't going to say loot it, I was going to say check, because we might luck out, and this might be just like the easiest adventure ever, and they could have just left it in a box. So
Okay.
I think we should check. The ones that we can open without like picking any locks or anything.
No, every single one.
Okay, do you want to open the unlocked ones first to save time?
I mean, I can do the unlocked ones if the rogue wants to have a go at a locked one.
I was going to say, I have lockpicks, don't I?
Okay. So
What do I have to roll for that?
That'd probably be... What was it? Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got a +8.
I was going to say, I've got a +8 to sleight of hand.
My notes.
Is that a D20?
Yes. All skill checks are D20.
Right. Oh, that's an 18.
So 26.
+8?
No, as in 10 plus 8.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's still good.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. So, you managed to... Or are we doing a roll per chest here, or shall we just do...
Up to you, DM.
Up to you, Miss DM.
Oh no! I'm going to make you do one per roll.
How many of them are actually locked? Like, out of the ones that are
It's
there?
only like 3, so
Okay.
less than half.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to roll 3 and make sure. So I got 18.
Yeah.
I
Just I don't think
11.
we use the same lock.
What's 5 plus 8?
13. Oh my god.
That.
And 6 plus 8.
You can do it.
That's the number.
What's the last
14.
one? So you've got 18,
14.
a 13, and a 14.
Yep.
Nah. So we're gonna say what the one that was 14 takes a little bit. No, 13 takes a little bit of takes you a little
grease.
bit longer, but you get it open.
Okay.
So unfortunately for you guys, none of these chests have the bells in.
Is there anything like
So-
particularly of note in any of them? Like a lot of money, or I don't know.
Everyone's kind of even. You see that Rowinka's got slightly more cash than the others.
I steal it.
She will definitely notice and punch you into a thin paste.
I
She's very
steal. How is it like different gold pieces or?
It's kind of like it's not just like she's got quite a lot of silver in there, not much gold. It's not
Okay,
like
I steal like a handful of silvers, like 5 silver pieces.
Okay. It's going to be a slow climb back to nobility for you.
Okay.
Exactly. Every little helps.
I will put you down for 5 silver pieces. Oh,
I'm going to leave a note that says Flint did it.
If I see you do that, I'm going to tear it up. Can I cast Detect Magic?
of course you can.
Cool. And I cast Detect Magic, so I should be able to see an aura on any of the like magical items that are in any of the boxes. And I'm just going to have a quick glance through all of the boxes to see if there's anything magic in them.
Okay, so you kind of get like a strong sense of illusionary magic that's being cast on a bed in one of the corners.
Oh.
It's like you know something's there, but you cannot see it for the life of you. So it's been a very successful spell, but you can tell there is a spell there.
Okay.
Is it like a dispel magic thing or something?
There is Dispel Magic, but I think it's a 3rd or 4th level spell. So we
Oh.
can't do... However, if it's an illusion, I think we can like roll to disbelieve it.
Okay.
Or like I guess we can interact with the thing. If it's like a bed, I guess I'm just gonna start like, I don't know, pulling the sheets off it a bit. Like, is anything
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you pull up the sheets, you kind of feel like a weight on top of them.
Oh, okay. If I do that, then I jump back, and I think someone's on the bed, or something's on the bed.
Why did someone on the bed?
I'm gonna take out the horn that I have, and I'm gonna sort of like poke it on top of it just to see if there's any.
Okay, so you have a poke around on top of this bed, and as you poke one of the pillows, this kind of little, not a squeak, more like a womanly Ooh! Emits from this pillow, and in a puff of smoke, because that's how I'm deciding this is working. a half orc appears on the bed, and she's wearing like a little nightdress. She's not naked.
I
Okay.
very subtly put the 5 silver pieces back.
She looks at you and she's like, "Yeah, I was gonna say something."
Who are you?
I kind of remember her name now because we're on the wrong page.
You're welcome.
We've gone off
This will
book.
get better. Okay, so it's she says, "Hi, I'm Jenny. Could you not tell anyone I was here?"
I
Why
think you're
are
gonna
you
have
not?
to tell us why you were here.
Are you not meant to be?
I mean, I am allowed to be here.
But
At this current moment in time, I probably shouldn't be here.
because
I feel like you're gonna need to elaborate on that. Otherwise, we will just go in and tell on you. I'm sorry.
No, no. Okay. So I'm Jenny. I work in the cafeteria tent.
Oh, are you the person who poisoned everyone, or food poisoned everyone?
No.
Okay.
That was definitely one of the lads. It was not me, and it was an accident. Not
Sure
gonna
it
happen
was.
again.
Sure it was.
So what? Who are you? Who are you?
We're special
I'm
investigators.
Detective Mulder, and this is Scully. We're from the FBI, and we're here to investigate
We're here.
What's the FBI?
the
Come on, you can do it.
finding items.
No,
No, that's not the right-
There's a beat. We could just go with the Fantasy Bureau of Investigation. That's probably easier.
No.
Are you sure? Because I've heard of those guys.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who we are. Why is one of the cooks sleeping in a bed here? Which I'm assuming this bed doesn't belong to you.
I wasn't sleeping.
Okay, so you're just wearing a nightdress and lying in a bed.
Who were you waiting for?
So she pulls that face that I just pulled.
Excellent.
You can kind of see that
Excellent
you
for
have
the
caught her
audio
in the
listeners.
act here. So for those who can't see my face, she was putting kind of a double chin. Oh my god, they've caught me face. But I'm sure Emily will illustrate beautifully.
Oh, absolutely.
If she does these drawings. So you can tell by the look on her face that she was definitely waiting for someone. You've hit the nail on the head. She gets out of bed without saying anything else and kind of reaches over into one of the chests and pulls on some clothes and just walks out hoping that nothing else is going to be said.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna block her exit and demand answers. Demand answers to the question.
Wait, the box she just pulled her clothes out of. I'm gonna look into that one. Is it obvious who it belongs to? Because obviously there are orcs here and there are also like dwarves and halflings. So I can probably tell the difference between clothes belonging to them.
So you look into the chest.
Yeah.
And all the clothes are they look like they would all fit her. None of them are gnome size, none of them are dwarf size.
Okay, so she's probably waiting for one of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one?
And so do you want to keep on looking through her chest, even though she stood right there still?
Oh, I was just trying to establish who was in there. I'm gonna quickly say to Katja, she was waiting for one of the orcs, and then you can use that information as you want.
I'm gonna say Varinka or the other one? You hussy.
Paga.
Paga. She kind of her eyes kind of brighten up a little bit, and she's like, "How do you know Rowinka?"
I mean, she works
Yeah.
here. Isn't her picture on all
Yeah.
the posters? I'm gonna get out the poster we were given earlier and say she's on this poster.
Oh, but you haven't met her yet then?
Oh, we have earlier. 'Cause she's just in the other. She's just in the other tent. Are you sure you want to go out there in just like a night dress?
She wasn't in the other tent.
Oh, wasn't she not? I thought she was in.
She
Oh,
was
okay.
one of the ones at the bureau. Not bureau. At the bureau.
Okay. You've already started calling it the bureau.
She was one of the orcs who visited Madame Ravel's residence.
Ah, yes. Okay, so they weren't in the other room. Okay.
The bigger of the two. But yes, Jenny's kind of, she seems very chirpy now that now she hears you've said Rowinka. She's kind of perked up a bit. And then
Is she...
Ooh.
Sorry.
Keep going. No, you keep going.
I was gonna say, is she like a groupie essentially?
No, she works in the tent.
No, I know, but like, I don't know. Rowinka is like not there. Why would she be waiting in Rowinka's bed for her if she was like a girlfriend or something?
Ask her that.
Okay, I say whatever I just said to you
In the form of a question.
In the form of a question.
Oh no! I'm Rowinka's daughter.
Oh.
Oh God, no! Oh, that's gross. Why would you think that?
Oh wait, how old does she look?
She's about Jenny.
Yeah.
We'll go. I'm not going to work out, but she's
Okay.
She's a young adult.
Okay, she's a young adult. Okay. Okay, so your mother got you a job in the kitchens, or was that just a lie?
Oh no! Yeah, I work in the kitchens. I tour with them so I can stay close to Mum.
Oh, okay. Wait, so why isn't she allowed to have her daughter here?
Oh no, I am allowed to be here.
Oh, just not
Why are
napping.
you acting so shifty?
Okay, all right. I'm supposed to be in the dining tent right now, serving lunch. The boys get really annoyed if I'm not there because they can't do anything without me. Apparently, they're hopeless. So that's why everyone got poisoned because I wasn't there.
Okay.
So it's your fault.
No, I wasn't there when they bought the oysters, so they got screwed by a goblin, and yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't my
So you're
fault.
saying if you were there, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
So it's your fault.
indirectly, I guess.
You're under arrest, mate. You're coming to the prison with us. I'm sorry.
I don't
I'm
think we
not-
have that power. Can I just ask a question?
You guys haven't
Do you-
shown me any badges or anything.
Well, we don't need to. It's fine.
I pull
moving
out my
on.
certificate of pedigree and say, I don't think I need a badge.
She goes, "What are you, a dog?"
I look hurt and go quiet.
So, do you often like sneak out here for like naps when you're meant to be working? I'm not accusing you or anything. Just curious.
She looks kind of annoyed at you because she feels like she's a really hard worker, and she kind of word she prides herself on being quite a hard worker.
Okay. I was just going to ask. Have you seen anyone like slinking about who shouldn't really be here? Because obviously we're here. Well, so we may not have said, but we're here investigating some stolen property, and we're just wondering if you'd seen anyone.
You'll hear about the belts.
Yes.
I get it now.
Probably should have opened with that.
No, I haven't seen anything weird. We all kind of the girls train most of the day, and then they come see me for meals, and then in the evening we all sleep, and then we start again the next day. It's pretty regimented. I haven't seen anything weird.
Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. So I'm guessing you should probably be getting back to work, unless there's anything you wanted to ask, Katja.
I want to know, do you like sweets?
I've never really been partial, to be honest. I like a good crisp flavour, like salty.
Is there anyone who works here who, if I were to say to you, sweets, you would immediately think of them?
I can't remember the names of them. I'm a terrible employee.
Can you point us in their direction? Do you know where they normally are?
I can tell you their names. Ooh, Hurley, actually.
Hurley?
Yeah, he's one of the guys who works with me in the kitchen.
He really likes sweets, does he?
There's been quite a few occasions where I've caught him pilfering puddings, so...
Okay.
I'd say why? Is he in trouble?
No, don't worry.
No. I wanted to know who I could ask for sweet advice around here, because I really love sweets.
Oh, so. Well, but I mean, Bo makes most of our puddings, but Hurley's the fiend, if you will.
I'm gonna lean over and whisper to Katja. That good cover there. Asking for sweet advice.
Really?
I whisper back. What do you mean, cover? I was asking for sweet advice.
Well, we'd quite like to. We've got to probably move on and investigate elsewhere, but we'll probably let you go back to work then. We may see you a bit later then.
Yeah, feel free to stop by. I can rustle you something up. You must be hungry from travelling.
Thank you. Yeah, and don't worry, we'll keep your secret then.
And she gives you a friendly wink and a wave, and then kind of shuffles out, getting dressed as she goes, like pulling on a jumper and. Yeah.
Hi, Jenny.
Okay, so do you guys want to investigate the tent a bit more now she's gone, or do you want to?
Yeah.
I want to take back those 5 silver pieces.
Okay, you take back the 5 silver pieces.
I'm going to do it without Flint looking, so he thinks I left them there.
Okay, I'm going to roll perception, but even if I see it, I don't really give a shit.
Can I roll sleight of hand to, counteract that?
It'll probably be stealth, but yeah.
I mean, if you want to roll against each other.
Yeah. Okay, I rolled 14.
Okay, is that with your bonuses?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I rolled a natural 20, so...
What a use of a 20.
Just put it out there.
Okay, I have no idea.
Works for me. So Katja takes the 5 silver pieces without being noticed.
Nice.
Showing her true rogue abilities.
I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look underneath the beds. Is there anything?
Okay.
Is anything stashed under there?
So you find some pretty gross socks that look like they've been under there for a while.
Oh.
Like just lost to the world. But other than that, there isn't really anything to speak of under the beds.
Okay. So in this room, it's literally just like beds and the trunks.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. We may have exhausted.
Can I do an investigation check or something like that to see if I see anything?
Yeah, you can. I'm not gonna.
Is it investigation that's the normal one, or?
Probably if you're searching it, yeah.
Searching the area. Oh well, that's 5. So.
I guess I'll do one as well.
As you look around, something gets in your eye, and you're like, "Ow, ow, ow!"
I can't see anything.
I got.
And yeah, you cannot see anything.
14 plus 1.
15.
So Flint gives the good college try. And he gets down on all fours, he's looking everywhere while Catch is walking around kind of blinded by some dust. Flint's hard at work looking on all of the not corners because it's a circular room, but around all the edges, and you don't find anything suspicious in this room.
Okay, so we've exhausted this room then. Okay, what were the other places that we could search around here? There was the dining place, and was there somewhere else?
And the main tent as well. So before you went into the main tent, but you didn't really get a chance to look around because everyone was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can go back there, or you can go get some lunch.
I think we should go
I think
quickly.
we should go to the dining place.
Okay. I was gonna say, should we wait like a minute or so, so like Jenny has a minute to sort of like get back to work and everything? We can
Are you suggesting we go to the
just the main tent and have a look around? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to use one of my hyperlinks. Yeah. Okay. So you're back in the main tent. I will refresh your memories on what it looks like because you guys haven't been here for a few weeks. So the main tent is very much like a circus big top.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a ring in the center and seats all around the outside.
Yep.
But that's pretty much it. There's some straw on the floor. The ring hasn't been dressed up. It's just been kind of made. It hasn't been, no fancy flyers or anything have been stuck on it yet.
Okay.
It just looks just like a training ring at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move through the seats and stuff like that, and just sort of like, because obviously the training stuff's still going on in the ring in the middle, right?
There's no one here at the moment.
Oh, there's no one here. Okay. I'm going to search the seats then. I'm just going to see if there's anything like around those kind of seats. Because
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So as you kind of brush past the seats, and you're kind of, it's that really awkward thing where they haven't quite given people enough leg room. So you're squeezing through these chairs, and as you do, you kind of knock one of them over because they're just flimsy chairs. They're not sturdy, well made. So one of them falls over, and as it falls over, you hear it like it sounds a lot heavier than it should be.
Oh, okay. I'm going to try and pick it up. Like, if I try and lift it.
Okay, so I'm not going to make you do a strength check, it's not that heavy. As you lift it, so they look like... Oh, I'm trying to think what they'd be made of, because this is not the real world. As you lift it, instead of feeling like light wood, it feels just more sturdy. It feels like if you hit someone over the head with it, it wouldn't break. Whereas they look like if you hit someone over the head with it, it would break.
Oh. I guess I just try and like do the same thing with the chair next to it. Is it the same with that one as well, or is it literally just this?
It is. So they all of these chairs seem to be a lot denser than they should be.
Could I roll a nature check to try and work out what kind of wood it is, see if I recognise it?
If you take your time about it, yeah.
Okay. I mean, to be honest, it could just be it's not possible to tell what kind of wood it is from a chair, but I'll try. Okay, I rolled a 5. 5 plus 3. Probably not.
So you know it's definitely made out of wood.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that from that you can tell that but whatever it's actually made out of is a hardwood, so it's something like mahogany, that kind of area, rather than birch or a lighter wood.
In currently nameless fantasy world, is this kind of wood like quite expensive? Like, is it weird that it would be here?
They seem, considering everything else you've seen in the other tents, seems to be very casual, very throwaway. It's just been made. These chairs feel like they've been made for a purpose, and they feel like more care's been taken over them.
Okay.
Okay. That's a bit weird. Should we go to the lunchroom then?
Yeah.
We go to the lunchroom.
Oh yeah. See, I've called this thing 10 different things. But what I've called it here is the dining tent.
Okay.
And I'm just saying that because I'm about to read out a description that calls it the dining tent.
Okay.
So the dining tent is kind of haphazardly crammed full of sturdy benches and tables. At the far end, you can see a makeshift kitchen. It's got a little fire, some cold storage barrels, and a little water trough.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen area is being manned by a pair of two identical male dwarves. Each of them are hard at work peeling potatoes, and you can see over the fire that pot is full of potatoes. They are peeling enough to feed an army. There's a few other people in the tent, but not bunches. You think maybe that some of the wrestlers are out at the moment, and that's why they haven't been around. Because they're obviously not putting on any shows because of the belts missing.
Yeah.
So in the tent, you can see Lucy, who is the halfling that you met earlier. I thought Lottie was here too, but she isn't. Oh, and you see another figure that you don't quite recognise. I don't think. Yes. So Lucy the halfling is sat on one of the chairs, and she is talking to a human who is a human female, because all of the wrestlers are females. And her and this female are kind of giggling, and they keep kind of looking over at you and then looking back to each other and talking more. As you walk into the dining tent, you spot Wexel sneaking out of the back.
Does it look like he'd seen us, or he was just sneaking for...
No, he doesn't. He looks like he was sneaking before you got there.
Okay.
He's being stealthy. And I think that's everyone who's here. Oh, and Jenny is Jenny's also in the kitchen area.
Okay. Well, first things first, lunch?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can get lunch if you want.
I'm going to go to Jenny then.
I'm going to walk in and shout, Hurley.
So one of the... Okay, I'm not saying that I made these two dwarves identical, so I don't only have to do one voice.
But
I've just realised it means I only have to do one voice. So let's say the dwarf on the left.
Okay.
To distinguish them, we'll say that he's wearing a blue shirt. Like rough, it's rolled up to his elbows, a couple of buttons undone, so he's got some auburn chest hair protruding from the top buttons of his shirt. And he raises a hand. He's like, "Yep."
I walk over to him and I look at him with like just this fierce intensity in my eyes, and I say, "I hear you're the one to talk to about sweets."
So as you say this, the dwarf next to him kind of turns and then looks back at his potatoes. Like he's heard what you've asked about. He's heard me some sweeties. And Hurley looks up at you and he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't got no sweeties here. Nope. No siree."
I look dejected and sad, and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess, can I just have some lunch then, please?
That we can do. And yeah, they start reciting all of the things that you can have for lunch, which I can also recite. So before they start talking, Jenny kind of shuffles in between them. She's like, guys, these guys can have whatever they want, okay? Don't charge them or anything. It's on me. Cool. And then Hurley and the other dwarf are like, yeah, if you're sure. I mean, if you're sure. Because that's how dwarves talk. Alright, so would you like to hear the menu?
I would love to hear the menu. What's for lunch?
So we've got artichoke soup, mutton, lettuce and tomato. Got a smoked salmon salad. Like Hurley looks quite proud of that one. Like that's his thing.
It's a very modern circus, this.
Yes. And Jenny kind of pokes him in the ribs and goes, "Just keep it. No, we haven't got that stuff today. What we're doing today. This is how the oysters happen." And then she kind of looks very intensely at you, and she's like, "Hurley went off menu.
Never got off menu.
He promised them oysters." And then Hurley kind of like ushers her away, and he's like, "No, not now, not now." And then the other dwarf starts picking up where Hurley left off, and he says, "We've got spinach mashed potatoes and beef casserole." And then that's it. He just stops, and Hurley's like, "No." His face looks like he wants to say something, but Beau's like, "Shh, no, I've got this." And you've been given your meal options. So that was a artichoke soup, mutton with salad, beef casserole, or spinach mashed potatoes.
I'll take the mashed potato, please.
Okay, so Hurley looks over at Catcher, and he's like, "And what does the lady want?"
I don't know, I'm still reeling from the revelation that you don't have any sweets, to be honest.
Hurley
Just,
he looks kind of sad. And he looks over at Beau, and he's like, "Oh, so the other dwarf's name is Beau."
Okay.
yeah.
And he says, "Beau, could you start the potatoes for this gentle..." I have no idea what these voices are. It's like, "Beau, could you start the potatoes for the gentleman?" And then Beau's like, "Okay, yeah, sure, okay." And then he kind of ushers Flint over and starts dolloping some potato onto a plate.
Mhm.
And then Hurley leans over to Catcher, and he's like, "Right, bottom drawer, behind the beetroot.
Yeah.
Don't tell Beau." And then he kind of plods off back to his brother and joins some potatoes.
I am enjoying these mashed potatoes immensely. They are amazing.
You've given a lot of potato.
Where can I see the beetroot?
Yes, you can see the beetroot drawer actually has a little engraving of a beetroot on it, like someone's hand chiseled it into the wood.
They buy beetroot that often, they need a dedicated beetroot drawer.
It's so rich in iron.
Am I able to, like, sneak over to it without them noticing, or...?
I don't know. Why don't you roll me a stealth?
Okay.
A stealth for some sweeties. I think it'll be, unless you want to cartwheel over there, and then you can roll for acrobatics.
That'll probably draw more attention.
That's 19 plus 8.
Okay, so you definitely sneak around there. Like, Beau's getting really into mashing some fresh potatoes, so he doesn't see what you're doing. And Hurley is just avoiding looking at you. And as you open the drawer, sure enough, there's a little tin behind the beetroot. And inside this tin, you open it up, and there's little cubes of fudge.
Okay.
And there's a little note in, and it looks like it's from someone, like maybe their mum, and it just says, enjoy the fudge, boys. See you soon. With like little kisses, and it's really sweet.
Are there any wrappers?
There's no wrappers on this fudge. It's just little cubes of fudge.
Oh, okay. There goes my hunches.
And your chance to have a normal lunch. You've got to have fudge now.
Yeah.
It's delicious. I am more than okay eating fudge for lunch.
Okay, so you take a few. Are you going to take all of it now that you know it's from his mum?
No,
or
no,
you
no, 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 no. I'm not actually going to take any. Because, actually, no, there's a lie. She's going to take one piece.
Okay, so you take one piece, and then as you turn around, Hurley kind of looks down at you and smiles, and he's got a really cute little beardy smile going on.
Oh my gosh, I think I love him.
You've got to cover for the fact that you were in the beetroot drawer. You should also grab a beetroot to eat as well.
Yes, I do just that.
You grab a beetroot too. I'm going to add a beetroot to your inventory.
Not so quick, because I'm going to literally eat it raw.
Oh, God.
Okay, then. For some reason, I had that you because you were in the fight with a kobold. That's why you lost some health.
Yes.
I tell you what, Catcher, you can return to full health from eating that useless beetroot.
It's a hearty beetroot.
Yeah.
Has Flint got Has Flint got anything from eating his mashed potatoes?
I mean, Flint wasn't actually damaged.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like, I just want you to
full.
say no, because mashed potatoes suck.
Oh no, he feels pleasantly full, and the spinach kind of makes his muscles feel a little bit bigger.
Ugh.
I mean, that's good, because I'm a pretty weedy guy, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
7 strength is not great.
Next time you do a strength roll, we'll only do -1 instead of -2.
Oh boy.
It's not magic mashed potato, it's just pretty good mashed potato.
Okay, when I eat the mashed potato, I'm gonna sit down, like, the 2 people who were talking. Who was it again?
It was Lucy and this human that you haven't met before.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down, like, 1 person width away from them, so I'm, like, at the same table as them.
But not too close.
Not too close. Do they keep whispering at all, or when I sit down, do they just completely stop? Or...
So as you sit down next to them, Lucy stops talking and looks very embarrassed. She kind of she blushes a little bit, and Meredith, the human next to her, kind of holds out a hand and goes, "Hi, I'm Meredith." Yeah.
Flint, and I shake her hand.
She has a nice firm grip in that handshake, because she's a wrestler.
Okay, yeah.
And then he sits back down and invites you to the conversation.
Okay, I move up and join them then. So do you work at the circus as well then?
Yeah, I'm I guess you could say that I think I'm the pretty one, I think.
Every wrestling ring's got to have a pretty one.
And as she talks, she's playing with her hair a little bit. And Lucy just looks really embarrassed.
So she's a human, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's you wrestling the Paga and Rowinka then?
I don't wrestle Rowinka because it's just too much, you know?
I was going to say, it'd be pretty tough, yeah.
She's really big! And Lucy kind of giggles. And Meredith's like, no, okay. I wrestle with Paga sometimes. She's got that stucky thing, so I can climb on top of her and jump off, and it works.
Okay. Interesting. Okay then, so you must be pretty tough all the same to be able to wrestle someone. Like, wait, how like tall is she? Like almost as tall as the orcs, or is she shorter? Or...
I'd say, because she's a human, so I can actually use human words. I'd say she's about 5'8", so she's just above average height for a human.
Okay. Yeah.
She's slightly taller than me.
Yeah. I was going to say she's freakishly tall, but I was like, no, I'm just short.
Yeah.
So the belt then, have you ever won it then?
Oh no. That thing would not look good on me. Oh, it's the wrong colour. I'm more of a rose gold person.
Oh, okay then. So does it always just go to one of the 2 orcs then?
I think Lottie won it once, didn't she? And Lucy kind of chimes in, and she's like, "Oh, yeah. Lottie won it about 4 years ago, but it's all cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything's scripted.
I'm going to try and look like really surprised and like sort of like I want to try and look a bit disappointed. Can I roll deception for that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I rolled a 13 plus 5, so 18.
Okay, so as you kind of look shocked and disappointed, Meredith's like, "Oh my god, you didn't know!" And then she like flings her arms around you and she's like, "No, it's okay." And as she flings her arms around you, like you would normally expect quite a nice hug, but where she's kind of muscular, it's kind of like a little bit of a chokehold going on. And Lucy kind of doesn't pull her off of you, but she's like, "Come on, just stop. He was joking, I think." I think. And they kind of they settle back down, and then Meredith, she looks at Lucy and she's like, "Right, well, oh, you're about to get to the juicy bit. Tell me, over gossip." And Lucy kind of looks over to you as if to say, "Oh, you cool? Can we gossip in front of you?" Is that a thing?
I'm just gonna say, well, my lips are sealed. Don't worry. I'm gonna go back to my mashed potatoes while listening intently.
So the girls accept you as one of their own. They've taken pity on you because you didn't know wrestling was scripted in their minds. And they're kind of like, they start talking about different wrestlers and nothing's really interesting until they start talking about Rowinka. And then she's saying, how long do you think she'll do it for? And that was more Meredith's voice. There's a slight difference. So Lucy's kind of like, how long do you think she'll keep doing it for? And then Meredith's like, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't do it for very long. It's kind of gross. I think and then they lose their train of thought, as if looking over to you, be like, no, this isn't gossip we should be saying right now.
So, sorry, I didn't completely catch that. Who? Rowinka's doing what now?
So Lucy looks like, no, we gave too much away. Okay. And she looks at you and says, right. So, the last thing we heard is that Rowinka isn't happy about Wexel's new girlfriend.
Okay.
And that she looks to the side and she's like, I think it's one of the wrestlers, but I'm not sure. And then Meredith's like, I mean, it's not me, okay? I know what you're thinking, but no, it's not me. No.
Oh god, of course not. Look, have you seen him?
I know, right? He's so little and beardy and and she generally looks a little bit like grossed out by the thought.
Can Catcher hear this?
I mean, I don't know what you did after you stole the beetroot and ate it.
I think essentially I was just like hanging by like a wall somewhere, just kind of like in the shadows a little bit, just doing what I do best and like kind of stealthily listening into any gossip. But yeah,
just enjoying your beetroot.
Yeah, like thoroughly enjoying the beetroot.
How are you eating this beetroot? Are you eating like an apple, or are you kind of looking at it? Or
oh god,
I'm
just imagining like you casually stood there with like red stuff pouring down your face.
Oh no, that is exactly what's happening right now.
So you've kind of got this red beard going on.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, I'm going to say that Catcher can hear this because there's not much else going on in the room.
Okay. She's gonna like... Actually, no, she's not. She's gonna stay where she is.
Okay. So this girlfriend then, does everyone else know about this, or is this just like on the down low?
Still? I mean, And then Meredith's like, we don't talk about it, but I'm pretty sure everyone's got their suspicions, if you know what I mean. But I don't know who it would be. I thought it was Rowena, but apparently not. She's pretty angry about the whole thing, so.
Ah, okay.
Wait, a quick question, like, out of character. Where does Wexel sleep?
Wexel normally sleeps in his office/sleeping quarters.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Would his bed support an orc in terms of length?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
He hasn't got a normal size. He's got like a child-sized bed
Interesting. Okay.
in our world.
What about a halfling?
It would probably be... Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you think of if you go to IKEA and you look in the kids' bed sections, and they're smaller than normal beds, but not tiny, not baby beds.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the kind of size I'm going for here.
I'm trying to think what I should ask about this mystery girlfriend then. How do the other wrestlers feel about this? If he does have a girlfriend, are they worried that he's going to give like special treatment or whatever?
But as you ask, Meredith kind of like she leans in like she's got something really juicy, and she's like, I think that he gave her the belt. Because I mean, there's sparkly things on it, and it's just really cool looking. I mean, I wouldn't wear it, but I mean, it looks really like nice and shiny.
Okay, that would explain why he himself didn't try and like send for someone to look for the belt. Paga and Rowena had to do it for him. Okay. So how long has this rumor been going around for?
Probably. I mean, I first heard of it about 6 months ago. Not very long, but I think Lucy knew about it before that. And then Lucy can look sheepish, but she nods, and she's like, "Yeah, I've known for about a year." And Meredith's like, "What? You didn't tell me for a year?" It's like, "No, I told you after 6 months." And Meredith kind of does the maths in her head, and she's like, "Yeah, still, that's a long time."
Okay. I'm going to, with my finished mashed potatoes bowl, I'm gonna stand up and like go to walk over to the kitchen where who was it? What's her name? Jenny.
Jenny?
Yeah. Is Jenny still like working in the kitchen?
Jenny is still there, but as you walk over, you kind of see that she looks like she was about to leave again.
It's Jenny. It's got to be Jenny.
I'm going to.
Wait, no.
Okay.
No. I'm going to beckon you over to me.
Okay, I'll come over to you.
And I'm going to whisper to you and say, okay, so Jenny looks like she's about to leave. And who snuck out earlier?
That's a good point.
Also, who is Jenny's mum and therefore probably not too happy about their relationship?
Interesting. Do you want to maybe try following her then?
Yes, I do.
Okay then.
I don't have a huge amount of trust in my ability to be stealthy, so I'm probably going to. I guess I'll just like
hold the fort back here.
Yeah.
As Meredith sees, because she sees that Catch is leaving. She doesn't know she's following anyone, but she notices that she's gone, and then she goes over to Flint, and she's like, "Do you want to wrestle?" And she heads out into the main tent. Like she wants to give you a wrestle in that main tent.
Oh my.
Oh my.
It's up to you whether you go.
Okay, I'm gonna take off the sword that I have and like my bag and just put that to the side and I'm just sort of gonna like nervously follow her then, and then I'm gonna nod to Katya.
Okay then, so we'll focus on our catcher while Flint's having a wrestle.
Okay.
So you follow. Are you gonna stealth follow, or are you just gonna pursue?
No, I'm gonna stealth follow. Like,
Give
I
me
don't
a
want her
stealth
to know
roll.
that I'm there. What's my stealth roll? +8. It's a 17 +8.
Oh, is
Damn.
it +8? I couldn't. Oh no, sorry. I'm looking at Flint's. There we go. Yes, +8.
Yeah.
So okay then, you're pretty good at the stealth.
Yeah.
You manage to follow her unseen, and you see her re-enter the main tent. No, not the main tent. Re-enter the performers' quarters, which is where you were before, where they sleep.
Yeah.
And as you walk towards the tent, you kind of hear a little series of chuckles and giggles.
Okay.
And you are you gonna barge in, or are you gonna wait outside, or?
Is there some way that I can, like, essentially peek in without being seen? Like, I want to do it stealthy.
You pervert.
Yeah. Start.
Absolutely. I'm not denying anything.
That's
So-
going in my notes. Catcher is a pervert.
As you open, or as you walk towards the tent, it's a tent, so there's no solid door. There's kind
Yeah,
of
no.
the entrance has been drawn slightly, but
Okay.
there's still like a sliver of opening.
Uh-huh.
It's also starting to get a little bit dark outside, so people can't really see that you're loitering outside.
Okay, cool.
I know I said it was lunch earlier, but it's like a late lunch.
Okay.
So in fact it was dinner. You might even say that. So you kind of you're loitering by this little crack, and you hear Wexel just kind of go shh shh shh. I thought I heard something. That's his voice now. And then
Okay.
there's a pause, and are you being really quiet, or are you gonna?
No, I'm being really quiet.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not moving.
So Wexel goes, never mind, it was probably nothing. And then the giggles resume.
Okay. Am I able to peek in and see what's going on?
I mean, you can probably work out what's going on.
No, I need
Okay, one of the
confirmation
chuckles-
as to...
One of the chuckles sounds like this. Oh!
Oh, God.
Do you still want to look in that tent?
You look very deep in thought.
From where I'm standing, I'm gonna say... Flint, have you checked the performers' quarters? Because you might have left it in there. And then I'm gonna wait I'm gonna wait enough time for them to cover themselves up, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. So all of the sounds from inside stop.
Okay.
And you enter the tent, and as you enter, you just see Wexel sat on a bed. In fact, it's the same bed that Jenny was hiding on earlier.
Yeah.
And he's sat down. He's straightening his little top hat and kind of brushing down his mustache.
Uh-huh.
He says, "Oh, hello, catcher. Continuing your hunt for clues, I see." Me? Oh, I was just trying to find Jenny. It'll, dinner's ready, and she needs to be in that kitchen to serve the wrestlers.
I'm gonna say, she's not in here. Why are you sat on her bed?
And he looks around. He's like, "Oh, it is her bed, isn't it?" Oh, well, my legs just got a little bit tired, is all.
And I'm gonna sigh and say, Jenny, I know you're in here. Come on out.
And she rolls out from behind the bed and stands up, and she's she's basically fully dressed. She's just a bit skew.
Okay.
And she's like, and then Wex was like, please don't tell anyone. And Jenny's like, yeah, please don't tell anyone.
Does anyone know about it, or is it just rumors, or?
And Jenny looks at Wexel and she's like, I think my mum knows.
Okay.
I don't know how, but I think she knows. And then
Okay.
Wexel's like, it's fine. We've come to an arrangement with Rowinka, and yeah, he kind of looks kind of sheepish, but not like anyone's died.
Okay. What is this arrangement you've come to?
She wins a lot.
Okay.
And she gets a little more cash than the other girls.
I don't really think that's very fair.
So he looks ashamed.
Yeah, good fucking riddance.
And then Jenny pipes up and she's like, I mean, no one's getting hurt. It's all staged anyway. Wait, you knew it was staged, right?
I'm gonna look incredibly shocked and roll a deception check.
Oh, what's your deception?
I don't actually know.
Your deception's +3, I think.
+3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a 19. So
So you look shocked.
they believe me.
And then Wex was like, really?
We're not really inspiring confidence in our like investigative abilities. Seeing as they both think we're dumb enough to think wrestling's real.
Yeah.
You do work for Ravel, right? And then he kind of shakes his head and he's like, but yeah, no one's getting hurt.
Okay.
We made sure of that. And then Jenny's like, well, I mean, sometimes people get hurt. And then Wex was like, oh, stop it.
Katya is physically sick.
Just beetroot pink everywhere.
Oh god, I forgot you're walking around with beetroot all over your face.
They think I'm just spewing up blood.
They look a little bit concerned. But then Jenny's like, wait, hang on. Did Hurley give you some of his fudge?
No, just beetroot. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Seems kind of
Wait,
weird.
fudge?
Okay. And they go like, so are we okay here?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm assuming you're both consenting adults, so
Yeah.
yeah. Then we're cool. Don't worry about it. Forget about it.
So as you've been talking, Flint's kind of had a good old tussle with Meredith in the ring, but you haven't sustained any injuries. She went easy on you.
Okay, good.
And you hear this bell ring, and everyone can hear this bell in all the tents, and it's signaling that it is bedtime for the rest of us. So it's time for them to return to their sleeping quarters. So kind of looks at you. He's like, "Oh, you can have my quarters if you want. While you were here."
So is he saying that
I can get
to
it.
Katya or?
Oh,
Yeah.
to Katya.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, you guys are okay to share a room, right? I didn't know what the vibe was there. And then
I mean, I only met him yesterday, but yeah, why not?
And then he just goes, I'll get a hotel or an inn. That's what they're called. I'll get a room at the inn in the village down the road.
He'll pop down to the Premier Inn.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow, Jenny. And then Jenny's like, I'll see you tomorrow, Lexi.
Katya is physically sick again.
Red everywhere.
Red everywhere. And then as Wexel kind of ducks out of the back of the tent as all of the wrestlers kind of return to bed.
Okay.
And it is sleep time. So do you want to head back to Wexel's office and drag Flint on away from Meredith?
I'm gonna thank Meredith for the wrestling lesson then. I'm guessing that even though I'm not particularly injured or whatever, I probably look like a sweaty mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She put you through your paces.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back and grab my stuff that I left in the dining tent, and then I guess we can regroup in Wexel's office and sort of like share information that you've gathered.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Let's regroup.
It also, that is an hour, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
We can.
So, hi everyone. You've just reached the end of another episode. Congratulations, you stuck with it. I'll get on top of the voices. Don't worry. I mean, I say that, but it could be a year before I learn how to do voices. So we'll see.
It's fine. It's fine. Like, we'll eventually learn to tell the characters apart.
Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, we really hope that you keep listening. We still enjoy doing it. I think.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
these guys are back.
Yeah.
So. And one day I'll know how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Me too.
Cool.
So yes, once again, thank you. And I think that's a goodbye from all of us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.